Welcome to this video. So how you are feeling now? I hope that you have understood many concepts about the water quality. So now we can go fast little bit in the first step, and which is very easy to understand now. So in the first step, select the source water. What you have to do first, you have to select the source water. That means your source water can be from these places: well, rain, stream, lake, tap, or river. From wherever you are using the source water, you have to first note down. It can also be a sea water. So surface water may have different lakes, dams, all these things will come like river, lake, pond, dam, all these will come under the surface water. And groundwater may have shallow well, deep well, or aquifer. Aquifer where it is very deep and it is having small aquifers in the ground, very deep ground. And from there, if you are taking that water, that hardness may be very high, like from 3,000, 5,000 to 8,000, 10,000 TDS. So reuse wastewater. Sometimes for the source water, we are using reuse wastewater also, because source water is something like for what purpose actually you are using. So this is our very simple and very easy step. You have to select and write in the notebook, because now you are going to solve a particular problem. That's the reason you have selected the source water. And write all the important parameters which you can assume in the source water that may have as impurities. Now, in the next step, you have to understand the right water quality for that industry. Suppose you are working for the drinking water purpose. Suppose you are working for some cooling water purpose. Suppose you are working for some boiler water purpose. So that is the right water quality. Different use have different quality of the water. So now we will understand in detail. There are types of water quality. What are the types of water quality? It can be drinking water quality, agricultural water quality, industrial water quality, domestic water quality, recreational water quality, ultra pure water quality, and demineralized water quality. So in the drinking purpose, we are using the drinking water from the treated water, like for example, we are treating water means from through the filters we are treating, and it can be RO water filter or alkaline water filter. RO water filter may have alkaline water filter attached to that to get the more good water quality. And water is directly coming from the municipal, so we can say as a drinking water quality, many people are directly using from the municipal water quality, and they are not filtering, and they are using and they are drinking directly. And direct well water, some they have a well water, they are direct drinking well water. Direct surface water, some are also using surface water. Maybe sometime we can say that water is coming from the waterfall, or some there are spring water, that is we can directly use it, because that is a good water quality. Spring water is a very good water quality normally for the drinking purpose, but sometime they may have or they may not have impurities. So this is all comes under the drinking water quality. Next, we will come to the agriculture water quality. Agriculture water quality we can use as a raw water from the source, or we can treat the water like some wastewater, some water we are treating, and we can use it for the agriculture purpose. So, which treatment plant we are using? Like based on what type of water quality from the source and how you are going to treat it to use for the agriculture purpose. And the raw water from the source can be well water, surface water, or industrial wastewater. This is all about the agriculture water quality. Next is industrial water quality. In industrial water quality, we can understand that water quality may have different variation based on the different industries and process, and also performance and work of the quality product. So if you are considering to the paper and pulp industry, Here we are normally using the fresh water because a lot of water is being used in the paper and pulp industry. So fresh water is being mostly used. In any case, if there is a non-availability of fresh water, then groundwater may use after the treatment. So different processes are there in the paper and pulp industry. So it's very recommended is always a fresh water to use. Normally, in the oil and gas industry, water is used for the cleaning of the crude and desaltation. That means removing of the salt from the crude and other impurities. So, groundwater, rivers, or lake water can be used. And sometimes treated water also using. That means like wastewater, whatever is being treated, and they can use it for the second recovery of the crude oil. So, in this way, water is being used in the oil and gas industry. Water reuse and alternative water sources. Example, brackish groundwater are attractive option. That means brackish water are having high TDS than the well water. That is called brackish water, and this brackish water mostly found in the aquifers in the ground, deep ground. So this can also be used for the desaltation of the crude. Then next we will come to the textile industry. In textile industry, mostly the fresh water is used because in the textile, the color is very important here. The pigmentation, that textile, the fabric is very sensitive sometimes. So mostly in many processes, if we have used the water which is untreated, then it can damage to the textile and it can damage to the fabric. So wet processing engineering is one of the major streams in textile engineering. That means wet processing is one of the processing textile while manufacturing the textile. In every stage of wet processing, huge amount of water is used. Soft water is the lifeline of textile, wet processing as well as textile industry for better production quality. So in this way, we have to be very careful while using the water. In which industry, the type of water you are using, that matters, and it will give you the result based on how you are treated that water. And if you are not treated, then those impurities will definitely contaminate the fabric, the quality. It will spoil the quality product. Also, it will damage the equipment, and that is very expensive equipment. So, before going to select the source water for any specific industry, it is very important to understand what is the quality we require for that particular industry, and what is the source water, and what are the impurities in that source water. What are the that we will cover in the third step. But in this step, we are just trying to understand the types of water quality is used in different industry. Power generation. In power generation, normally there is a generation of the electricity. So one energy is converted to the another energy. That means the potential energy normally is converted into the kinetic energy. That is the main process in power generation. So dams and rivers, that means sometimes when the river is, the flowing water in the river is also used, and the flowing water in the dam is also used to generate the good amount of electricity. In the mining and metallurgy, if you will see, in the mining and metallurgy is also a different process for the extraction of the metals, and for the mining also. This is one of the natural way to get many good minerals and many rocks from the ground. So groundwater can be used, streams, river, lakes, and through commercial water service suppliers. Whatever is available, the source water can also be used for the mining purpose and metallurgy purpose. Next is the microelectronics. In the microelectronics, ultra pure water quality is used because microelectronics is the protection where many sophisticated, devices are manufacturing in this industry. And next is will come to the food and beverage. Food and beverage means where you need the water which you can able to consume it. That means if you are preparing some beverage, some food, some drink, some shake or something, in that the potable water is recommended. In the pharmaceutical industry, water has different categories based on the different process. There is a different category: potable water, purified water, distilled water. So depends on in what purpose. There are different processes in pharmaceuticals. So different for different process, different quality of water is required. This is all about the water which we are using in industry. Next, the feed water quality. Normally, the feed water quality, makeup water quality, boiler water quality, and cooling water quality. These are the four different. Feed water means something which you are feeding for some purpose. So that we call as a feed water. That is actually is source water. Whatever the source water, and makeup water quality is just to make up the water. That means to make to maintain the level of water from the other water. That means sometimes it is using in many boilers and cooling towers also to make up, means to adjust the volume of the water. So more or less there are different when we are using, based on the use we are changing the terms, but more or less all are in the same category. So feed water quality is nothing but the source water, and you are feeding for one process. In this way, we are using boiler water also, where we need only to generate the steam, and cooling water we need to just cooling that if some element is very hot and it is a continuous heating process is there, where we need the water to cool down that process. So that's the reason we are using here cooling water quality. So there are different other problems which occur in the boilers and coolers. So that we will cover in another course. I have made another course for that, and in that we will understand the whole process in detail. So for now, I'll just move to the domestic water quality. Domestic water quality, normally we are using washing and flushing. Recreational water quality. Recreational water quality means swimming, fishing, surfing, boating, and diving. These are the places where we can say as a, but the recreation purpose we are using. Ultra pure water quality, normally used in very specific industries where we need completely the no impurities should be there, because there is some criteria where we have to use this water. Demineralized water quality also used especially in the lab, laboratory testing, and many other industries also, where you don't want any minerals. There you are using the demineralized water quality. So these are all about the water quality. Next, we will go for the third step in the next video. So in this video, we have covered all about the second step. We have to understand the right water quality before going to start the treatment. And in the next step, we will understand all about the impurities. So without delay, let's go move ahead for the third step. That is very important and very crucial. You should understand how you can select the particular impurities for particular problem, and how you can able to solve to remove those impurities and treat it in such a way that you can able to save the equipment's life and the other issues which are occurring in the industry. So let's move to the next video.